DBS is forecasting that the ASEAN market will reap benefits from economic conditions in the US, Europe, and China in the next 2 years. Amid challenging conditions, DBS sees investment and capital expenditure flowing into Asia, especially ASEAN countries. According to DBS Bank Senior Investment Strategist Joanne Goh, this forecast is supported by ASEAN's strong economy, where it remains resilient, with many of its member countries seeing growth above 5%.
So we think that in the next, at least in the next 2 years, against a backdrop of a global economy, especially in the US, which is soft landing. So we think that the global economy will still be quite resilient, and ASEAN markets can still benefit from China, from US, and also from Europe. And therefore, all the capex and the investment spending will actually start to come back to Asia, and especially in the ASEAN economies.
In addition, according to DBS, ASEAN markets could reap further benefits driven by three main factors, which are the China Plus One strategy, high US interest rates, and commodity trading among the bloc's members. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, DBS forecasts that strong credit growth will continue until the end of year 2024, mainly among private banks. This forecast is supported by Indonesia's strong GDP growth that's still around 5%, which requires a lot of credit growth to support such growth, especially after the conclusion of the presidential elections.
As explained just now, just now the GDP, and especially after the presidential election, we think that, the economy should continue to normalize and activity starts to come back when this overhang is over, especially by the end of the year when the president gets inaugurated. So credit growth should continue to be strong, and activity should come back.
Meanwhile, DBS expects the new Prabowo government to continue the previous government's policies, which will be beneficial for Indonesia's economic resiliency and also growth among the banks.
There are few things, few policies that we think that the government will continue to support once with the new president. One is the moving of the capital, and also a lot of the stimulus program and the support program in terms of consumer spending should also continue. So that should make the economy quite resilient, and banks' credit should grow.
Previously, Bank Indonesia reported that Indonesia's credit growth in several sectors grew 13.09% year-on-year in April and 12.15% year-on-year in May 2024.